So, are we live?
Hello, everyone. Yes, we are live and echoing. I think I'm echoing through. Let's see if that gets rid of the echo. There's the echo gone. Okay. Apparently, I'm picking an echo from you, Chrissy. Let me real quickly pull my chat over. Is anybody on?
I'm here. I see Marco and Dina and Georgia and Rosie and Sherry and Maritza and
Okay.
Colleen and Gina. Did I miss
Now I can
anybody?
see people. Can anyone hear us? Please tell us you can hear us.
Good morning, Tina.
Yes, we're having technical difficulties today, but I'm here on the camera. Debbie is on the other side of the house where it's less noisy. Well, my computer has crashed 3 times this morning, and we hope we can just get through this. And we have, let's see, Chrissy is on. I'm going to flip you on for a minute, Chrissy. You want to say hi?
Hello, everybody. Hello.
Yeah, I'm echoing. There we go. There's her heart. So, and I'm going to shut you. I'm going to shut your speaker off for a minute because I'm getting an echo from you, Chrissy. Sorry. Oh, long morning. All right. We have a couple of things to take care of. Next week is our party line. You don't want to miss it. We're going to be making some special announcements. Feel free to jump in at any time, Debbie. I can't see her, so I don't know what she's doing or what kind of faces she's making. You there, Debbie?
I'm just listening.
Don't listen, speak. All right. We're going to do a combined yard sale and auction today. We've never done this before. We're not sure how it will work. We would appreciate any and all feedback. There will be a dozen adoption orphans. 2 of them will be second chances. The rules are on second chances, if you've already bid and purchased an orphan in the past, or well, during the auction, you won't be able to bid, so it'll be everyone who hasn't won an orphan. Orphan. Come on, Debbie, make fun of me. Let us know that you're there.
I'm half asleep.
We'll bring the other half out. Let's see if we're still getting. No.
Okay, the auction.
Chrissy, you're on.
There are 10 plus 2 second
Yes,
chance,
I am.
like Steve said.
Speak up, Debbie.
The dress up bags will be an additional $12.
Okay.
There'll be a discount. It kind of depends on how well the bidding and that goes.
That's right. Okay, one other thing. Those of you who purchase yard sale items over the weekend, the yard sale will run for the next 48 hours, and then we'll close it out. If you buy an adoption orphans, we will be sending out an invoice. If you buy 1 or more, we will send out an an invoice, the invoice will include shipping. If you also buy yard sale items, we will refund the shipping on the yard sale item, so you won't be paying twice. Is that agreeable to you, Debbie?
Yeah, we make sure that you only pay one shipping fee, especially when we combine items.
Okay. So in order to bid, you do need to be a subscriber to the HomeStrung YouTube channel. Gosh, is everybody ready to begin? Let us know.
Yeah, you won't be bidding or picking up the yard sale items right now. We're just going to show them. You can ask questions and we'll
Okay.
answer them. They'll all go live as soon as this live session ends, we'll make them live on the website and you'll purchase the yard sale items there.
Yeah.
And I am bringing back anything from the previous yard sale item that didn't sell.
Right. We're going to be showing approximately 20 items today. Go ahead, Debbie. I talked over her. Anyway, we're going to be showing approximately 20 items, but there will be more items in the yard sale. It's just we don't want this to go forever. Hey, Ivana.
Yeah, there's actually, the yard sale will have over 70 items. I was just looking at it.
Yeah, and some of the single ones we're showing you will be split out. So there's going to be a lot of stuff on there. A lot of fun.
Rosie, I tried to get Steve to post a picture of the orphans, and it just didn't happen.
Yeah, we didn't do a Meet the Orphans.
We did show them at the end of the live session last month.
Yes, we did. That's right. We did show them. Okay. The auctions will be 3 minutes. Every one of the auctions, there are certain things that every single auction will include. There is a button. There is a little container of seed beads. There is a findings kit. There are the usual shape bag, and then there will be strands. And Debbie went crazy on the shapes and on the strands this time. In fact, we couldn't fit all of the shapes into one bag, and so she pulled out the focals. Anything else?
The auctions in the past, I've tried to include what I call a focal stone, which can be used as a smaller pendant. It wouldn't fit in the shaped bag this time, so it's in its own bag, and because I took it out of the shaped bags, I was able to put more shaped gemstones into that bag.
Yeah, that's Debbie. I think she also included extra strands of crystals, and sometimes there's more than one focal. So anyway, this is Debbie gone crazy. All right, let's start. Let's start with a yard sale item. Do you have anything else, Debbie?
No, let's just go. I'll try to catch questions as we move through this.
Okay, and we've got Chrissy on. I'm getting an echo again, sorry. I'm going to have to cut you out, Chrissy, for a second. Chrissy, actually, we sent some of the yard sale items to her, and she made some things up. So when we have something where she's made something, we'll switch over to Chrissy and let her show you what she's made. Okay? All right, the very first item in the yard sale. These are the funnest beads. And there is the item number. These are resin fluted antique copper with blue patina, 10mm rounds. These are the most spectacular bead that I've seen in a long time. I'm surprised Debbie's putting in the yard sale because I love using these. They're very lightweight, 10mm.
I don't generally put resin beads into my stuff, but I thought these were metal. I didn't realize that they weren't actual copper beads until I picked them up, and they are so lightweight.
Yeah, but they're hollow. Okay. We'll call them resin today, but I'm going to cut one open later because I think they're actually copper. But anyway, 50 cents. Regularly, these are $1.40. We have 16 sets, 20 beads in a set. And you can see we've got quite a few of them. And this is only part of them in the bag. So that's item number 1. And I believe Chrissy has something. So let's pull over to her. Oh, there she is. Chrissy, tell us all about it.
Just made some long dangle earrings using those fluted beads, and they are very light, so you can use a lot of them on earrings.
Wow.
That's one.
That's nice. There's more?
Yep, one more thing. And then this one is a lot of fun.
Oh, wow.
But again, really lightweight.
That is beautiful.
Yeah, I could see me wearing those earrings if I wanted to.
You'll have to bring that back when we get down to the gemstone spears.
Those are spectacular.
So that's just a couple ideas of what you can do with those antique copper with a turquoise patina.
Okay, let's switch back to the second one. And these are 6/0 seed beads.
These are vintage seed beads. Back in the 1980s, my daughters and I started making those fringe earrings. And there was a supplier here in Utah called Eaglecraft that sold seed beads.
They've been there forever. Their offices are in my old hometown.
By the pound.
Yeah.
And so these are vintage seed beads. They're somewhat irregular in shape. I do not know the country of origin.
I would say the Orient somewhere, but
I
who
am
knows?
selling them in sets of 50-gram bags.
Yeah, that's almost 2 ounces, but 50 grand sounds bigger. Anyway, 6/0.
So $1 for 50 grams.
And I'm going to quickly put these away, and we're going to do our
These
first
make great
orphan.
spacer beads, and they give a very unique look because of that irregular shaping.
Okay, here is our very first orphan. And real quickly, I'm going to show you, hopefully, nope, I'm not. Oh, I was playing with this right up until the time we started.
Oh, you could have shown this to Rose Swinson so she had an idea of all the stuff.
Yeah, Rose, here's all of the items. I just went through them. The first thing I'm going to show you is that every one of the orphans today will have a findings bag that includes a chain. It will also include clasp. This particular one has magnetic. There is either ear wires or ear posts, and then there will be a bell. So anyway, let me pull that back and let's introduce you to the first orphan. Okay, this particular orphan is called Kendra, and it's a banded agate shield. And I'm going to start the timer, and bidding starts right now. Bidding starts at $10, goes up in $1 increments. Okay, Kendra, it's a Celtic name. It means wise protector. It's banded agate. It's 44 by 23 by 8 millimeters. And here are the beads that come with it. Okay, first off, we have some nephrite jade in 8 millimeters. In addition to that, as I'm digging through it, we have 6mm yellow agate faceted rounds. It's a real subtle faceting. And then we have some 4mm pretonite, which I can't say very well. There are 35 of these. We have our discs, which are an A grade disc, 8 by 6mm, 20. This is kind of a green with an AB finish. And then we have some, oh, what do we got next? The two-tone glass leaves. I love these. You've got to see these. There's a full strand of these. There are 20 of them. And then we have some green crystal briolettes. This first one's going to be wild. And then some yellow jade. Nope, nope, nope. What have I got that's different, Debbie? I've got the hand blown. There we go, the hearts. There are 10 of these hand blown glass hearts with a real fun pattern. And then we have the 2-hole tiles. Gosh, I'm just totally blowing this, aren't I, Debbie? Okay. And we have, there it is. This is what's in the shape bag. First off, you have a focal, which is not, it's a rectangle. It's a camouflage jasper rectangle, 35 by 25. And then starting up at the top, we've got 17 by 12mm Malaysian jade ovals. There are 6 of those. And then over to the left of that are 2 13mm Adventurine star charms. This is an A grade. And then down below that, we have a mix of chartreuse
Steve,
quartz sticks.
Your timer?
What? I lose the timer? Oh, the timer's gone. What happened?
Let's just finish this up, and Steve will do a 10-second countdown when he's done.
Yeah, for some reason, the timer doesn't stay up. I know what we need to do. Okay, we'll shut that off for now. Okay, go through and we'll just explain it all. Anyway, going down below those 2 stars, we have a mix of chartreuse quartz sticks. There are 12 of those. And then counterclockwise, we have 14 by 4mm yellow jade cuboids. And then above that, you have some 9 by 6 tubes, jasper tubes. There are 12 of those. And then we have the sesame jasper. Is that a sesame jasper, the little rondelles? Or the...
They're rondelles. There's a typo.
Yeah, I was going to say they're a typo. They're 6 by 4mm. Anyway, here is...
And
there's
what about the
set.
Mayuki seed bead container?
Yep, there's the Mayuki seed beads. They're over on the left-hand side. This is everything together.
Looks
and
like the findings for this set are gold and brushed gold. It's a light gold.
Yep, almost a champagne gold. Okay, let's go ahead and count this down. Oh no, Jan Mitchell's here. Okay, we're counting down from 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Is Rosie Swinson the winner on that?
Bidding is closed. Rosie Swinson won that at 45.
Yeah, Rosie, you just outbid yourself. We'd love to take it at 50, but we're not going to do that. All right, next on the yard sale, we have a couple of flat leather cords. The first one is, whoops. Sorry, people. There we go. I am totally flustered today. Okay, this is an artificial leather. It is regularly $2 per yard. It is $1 today. We have 13 yards available. Flat leather. And we sent some of these to Chrissy, but I understand Gabe took them all. And then we also have a snakeskin leather that's also $1 a yard. And this is two-sided.
No, it's
leopard
$1 a
skin's
foot, Steve.
$1 a foot. I'm sorry.
It's two-sided, so
Yes.
they're totally different leather cords and manufacturers. So
They are, and this one's 50 cents a foot. The leopard skin is $1 per yard. And those are both available. And I think they're ready
the
for
snakeskin jasper, in fact, both of these I thought would make great fall items, coming up fall, autumn colors.
Okay. And we have another auction. Maybe. Okay, yeah. This is our pink one. Okay. This is Lida. It's a Russian name. It means loved by the people. And we will go ahead and start the countdown timer. And here's what is included. This is a dragon vein agate heart, by the way. And we have pink banded agate in 8mm. And then we have a Mashon jade rounds in 6mm, which go really nicely with these other. They're a little more opaque. And then we have some Mashon jade 4mm. We have our crystal discs somewhere in here. There they are. These kind of have a pink cast to them. It's kind of a pearl AP over it. And then let's see, what do we got next? The 2-hole paisleys. I love these. They just kind of, they feel almost squishable. I call them the asterisk, but they're a 2-hole paisley. And then along with that, we have a check flower strand. These are separated by a couple of nice beads as well. And then we have some pearl luster hearts, 15 of them. This is an A grade. They are 10mm. And then we have some briolets that also are an A grade. And so that is your strands. The button on this one is this fun iridescent button. There's a little shank on the back. Any news on the button, Debbie?
This is a CZ crystal pave button with a pearl in the center. They're metal based.
And here's what's inside the seat bag. And you can see I put the button in there too. Okay, so you have a crazy lace agate coin, 25mm as your focal. The seed beads on this are Miyuki size 11. You'll see the picture in the final one. And then we have some, I'm not seeing the twisted rice. Oh, yeah.
Okay, the twisted rice is directly above. It would be like at 12 o'clock on the clock.
Yep, 12 by 8, 6 of them. And then you've got 12mm pink jade stars, 5 of those. And directly below that, you have impression jasper 2s, 13 by 4mm. And then we have some 2-hole tiles that are 5.5mm. There are 20 of those. You have a set of mixed pink quartz sticks. And then above that, you have 9mm pink agate faceted cubes. And here is the entire set. The findings are an antique silver in this particular case. And the bidding has ended.
Both the clasp and the earrings are, again, CZ crystal pave.
So I think Sherry Sieber.
I wasn't watching the timer, but I guess Sherry Sieber won this at 45.
Okay. And our next thing, oh, this is one of my favorite things. These are crystal triangles. This is a yard sale item. Okay, 4x6mm blacks and purples. We're selling them as 13mm strands. Regularly, these are about $5 a strand, and they're all tangled up. But you can see the wonderful triangles on these.
These are a really high-grade crystal triangle. I've started using these in place of my check bicones.
And I believe that,
I think the color selection on these is really pretty.
yep, and Chrissy has something for us.
All right. I don't know if you can hear me.
Yes.
Okay, so I did a spiral drop earring, and these tutorials are on the HomeStrung website, and their YouTube, sorry.
Really? I didn't know we were that good.
Called the perfect spiral.
Oh,
And
okay.
I use those crystals right here at the bottom and at the top to frame those other beads that I'm not sure if it's in this auction or if they're in the last auction.
Okay. We'll be right back to you in a minute.
Your rounds there are Marchand Jade, and they're from the previous yard sale. They will be
And then
up on the website.
I believe Steve also shows how to do the French earring hook wire too. So
Yep.
got that on there.
Super. All right. Back to the main frame. And our next item, which is designer glass hearts, 10mm. These are half-plated black on a plated. The size are these 10mm.
Half-plated black on a pearl luster purple.
Right. These are regularly $2.50, and we're going to be selling them for $1, and we have 16 available. And I see earrings, I see bracelets. This is just about everything. And I believe Chrissy has something on this too for us. Ooh, that's the Omega.
The Omega link on these ones, again, the tutorial
Those
is on the HomeStrung YouTube. And this one is pretty simple and easy, but fun to make. And then I'd use the hearts here at the bottom. And their tutorial has the whole, like the full necklace and bracelet.
That heart.
That's nice.
Oh, and then I did a few little.
I love the mysterious
just a few little
look to
charms
those hearts.
here. You can add to anything.
Oh, that'd be great as a dangle.
Mm-hmm.
Cute. Yeah.
I think I know how to fix the sound. There we go.
Just so you guys know, Chrissy had less than a week to put all these designs together.
Thank you, U.S. Postal Service. Okay.
Even though we shipped it priority mail, the U.S. Postal Service decided to take its time.
All right, here is our next Gemstone Orphan. And this particular one is Kimberly, which is a crazy lace agate in a barrel shape. And we will start the timer. There it goes. And let's show you what you get with this. I love crazy lace agate, as you all know, and this is a natural. And so what we have is we have 8mm crazy lace rounds. We also have 6mm and 4mm. in the crazy lace. We have this kind of a champagne or wheat gold for our crystal discs. And let's see what else we've got. Oh, the 2-hole gem duos. These come in a circle, so I can't just lay them out. And then we have some tubes that are mixed colors, but they're contrasting. And then we have some gold hearts. This is an A-grade crystal as well. These are an 8mm. And then we have these little crystal drops called lemon chiffon. They're 14 by 6mm. And then here's your button on this particular one, which I call these acorns, but you've got a glass button with this nice bead cap on top of it. And let's go over and see if I've got, yes, I've got the right one up here. Okay, first off, the focal is an elephant skin, which I think is just fantastic. I was telling Debbie that some of the focals are as prettier than the Orphan. The seed beads are a Mayuki 11, and there's 5 grams of those.
It's a cabochon, though.
It's a cab, yes. Okay, starting up at the top, we have 16 by 12mm topaz jade faceted ovals, 5 of those. And then to the right, we have 6 12 by 6 crazy lace agate coins, A grade. If you go back over to the left side, you have 10 by 6mm citrine faceted coins, 6 of those, and that's an A grade. And then directly below those agate coins over on the right, we have some 8 by 4mm labradorite faceted rondelles. Down at the bottom, we have quartz sticks in various sizes. There's about 15 of those. And directly above those on the left, we have some crazy lace agate cubes. I think those are just almost elegant. They look like building blocks for some modern building. And here's everything together. The findings on this are a soft gold. Actually, that's a soft gold. And we just finished on time.
Rosie Swinson won that at $50. I was watching this time.
I was too. Okay. And this particular one is a second chance. So Rosie, you don't get to bid. And here is the next stone. Everything else is exactly the same. But this stone is called Theresa. And we're going to give you about a minute to bid on this. This is another crazy lace agate beryl. Theresa is a Greek name meaning summer or the harvest. You know, it's kind of funny. Crazy lace exists from all over the world, but the best stuff all comes from Mexico. And it has to come from an area that has a lot of seismic activity.
Timer?
There's no timer because this isn't going to go 3 minutes, Debbie.
Oh, okay.
I'm just going to let it go for a little bit, and then we'll shut it down. Let's show you again everything that's in here. That's the previous stone, but it's the same thing. And so we will give you 10 seconds to finish up here. So 10, 9, Nancy, nice to see you. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And so it looks like
okay, the winner for the second chance is Dina at $50.
Dina at 15, yeah. All right, let's pull up the next thing we've got. Ooh. I don't know if any of you have gone out and priced chain recently, but it seems to be horribly expensive. We didn't carry chain for when we first started out and didn't have a ton of money. We still don't have a ton of money. But of course, Debbie back then wanted everything to be sterling silver and gold filled. But anyway, this is a stainless steel curb chain. And this is a wonderful little chain. It is very, very sturdy. And we're trying to go delicate today. Anyway, this is regularly about $9 a yard, $3 a foot. But we're selling it by the yard for $1.50 today.
According to Etsy, where I went to try to find retail prices, I found this chain there going for $3 a foot.
Yeah. And obviously we have plenty
We're
of this.
selling it by the yard at a lot cheaper.
Yeah, this is just a great all-purpose chain, and it's just open enough that you can get a small jump ring or a medium-sized jump ring into it, or wire wrap it. And so I'm going to drop that down in the bin, and we'll bring out the next thing, which are, oh, the crystal spacers. I don't sew. Debbie sews.
Well, these are called sew-on crystal spacers, but I use them with seed bead weaving, using them as clasps, but they also work great in multi-strand items.
Yeah, there are there holes?
Yeah, there's holes.
Yeah, there's holes around the side. I've used these with memory wire, and you know, this is one of those things where we're going to rely on your imagination. Now, these are regularly over $9 for 10 of them, and we're going to sell them in sets of 10 for $2.50.
Again, those are Etsy prices. So
Etsy prices. Etsy has prices.
I actually found this component on Etsy, and that's what they were asking was $9.30 for 10. So.
Okay. And here is our
I got
next
a pretty good
option.
education the last week or so looking up retail prices.
Did you? Yeah. I keep telling her Etsy is not the ultimate guide for pricing. But anyway, here is our next stone. This is a carved wolf. And let's see, what do we got as a name? The Stone of Courage. We don't have a name for our carved wolf, Debbie.
We don't?
No.
Yeah. Oh,
Well, we'll come up with something for you. Anyway, I'm going to start the timer.
Find my notes.
Yeah, look in your notes. Okay, with the gemstone, with our wolf, we have 8mm African bloodstone. We have 6mm African bloodstone and 4mm. And then along with that, we have these amazing crystal discs, just
His
reds
name
and
is
golds.
Shiloh.
Shiloh.
Yes.
Okay. So anyway, there are the discs. And then along with those, we have some Czech 2 hold, which have a nice gold fleck in them. And then we have the crystal coins. These are
ox blood with a gold wash on those Czech tiles.
Yeah, I love these coins. We've set these side by side with Swarovski. You all remember who Swarovski was. Anyway, these are very, very comparable. In fact, you can't tell the difference. But you get a whole strand of them for less than what the Swarovski individually went for. Then we have some crystal briolets in an opaque black. And then finally, these wonderful dark red cubes. They're a 4mm. And those are your strands. Your button is another one of these red with a gold cap button. And let's see if I can show you this might be where I start to mess up. Oh, there it is. Okay, this is one of my favorite focals because these are onyx rings. They're 23mm in diameter. That's on the outside. Inside is 17.5 decided to give you two of them. I can think of all sorts of possibilities, particularly with thread or cord and leather. But directly above that to the left, we have 14 millimeter African bloodstone hearts. There are 5 of those. And then to the right of that, you've got 15 African bloodstone coins. And then let's see what we've got. You've got some onyx faceted coins directly below those. And then we have 6 millimeter African bloodstone stars. And then going clockwise around, we have more hearts. We have 10 millimeter African bloodstone hearts, and directly above that, above 9 by 6 millimeter bamboo coral carved rice. And here is what it all looks like together. You've got the dark. Help me out, Debbie. Black Mayuki beads and your findings.
Gunmetal.
Gunmetal. Wow.
The winner on this is Nancy at 57.
Congratulations, Nancy. We love the carved stones.
This is a gorgeous set, and I do not have any more African bloodstone wolf heads. I can't find them.
No, it's getting harder and harder to find the carved stones at reasonable prices. I have to emphasize that. Okay, next we have some silver plate, mother and son chain. And these are 50 cents per yard. Really, Debbie?
I'm really wanting to close this one out. This is actually 0.925 sterling silver over iron. So your underlying color of chain is also silver. So if the silver plate starts to wear off, it won't be as obvious because it's not over copper or gold. It's over a silver base.
Yeah. This is one of my go-to chains to make charm bracelets. When I have a granddaughter that comes and says, I need something for a birthday party gift, we will pull out a chain like this and we will make a charm bracelet. So that's 50 cents a yard. They're already pre-cut.
But yeah,
that's part of
the reason I'm selling these at this price is they were pre-cut to go in a box a long time ago. And so I can't give you lengths that are longer than 1 yard. So you get 1 yard lengths.
Okay, next. This one I think is great. Rhodonite teardrop tabs. Let's just dump out a whole bunch of them. Well, we'll dump out 3 of them. And these are going for $2 a piece. These are 30 by 22 millimeter. It's a good wrapping size for necklace, for bracelets. Some people will do rings that big. And I believe, Chrissy, you have something on this. Oh, nice job.
Right. I used the wire wrapping tutorial.
Yeah, Chrissy's stone is from this set, and her camera's picking it up nicely.
And just so you guys know, this was my first wire wrap, so...
I was going to say, I didn't know you were a wire wrapper.
I'm not, and so I had to, you know, look at a tutorial.
Now
and so,
you are.
You know, anybody can do it. It was actually a lot of fun.
Was it?
The hardest thing for me was the bail, but that's because I think I used 20 gauge wire there, so it's a little harder to bend. But
oh wow! So you did this all with 20 gauge?
I think I followed your tutorial, so now I can't remember, but I believe it was 20 and maybe 22.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah, I usually 26 for the wrapping half round. But you did an amazing job. Okay, got anything else for us? I mean, that's amazing all by itself. That is pretty. So is this one you would wear?
Yes.
Okay. Thanks, Chrissy.
Thank you.
And we will come back and we have another adoption. And this is Crystal. A Greek name means brilliance, clarity, or ice. And this is a Druzy agate teardrop, 46 by 30 millimeters. And let's start the timer.
This is from my personal collection.
I think it was in my personal collection too.
Well, it's been sitting with a few
Okay.
other stones, but you know, I've had it for years and I didn't do anything with it, so I want it to go to a good home.
And the dress-up bag is elegant too because this is Persian Gulf agate. They're rounds with a slight faucet. Anyone who knows Persian agate, it's kind of like the queen of agates. These are 6 millimeter tourmaline, kind of a mixed bag of tourmaline, which is another stone that you don't see very often. And then we finish it up with 4 millimeter onyx rounds. The crystal on this, the discs, what color would you call that, Debbie?
That is, I would probably call that a platinum plated disc.
Well, it's just elegant. And then you've got these two hold, which are, gosh, that's a dark, dark color.
The two hole check tiles are the color is called hematite. It's obvious
Okay.
why.
I can see that. And then we've got some rice beads, kind of a long watermelon. These are 12 by 9.
Those are from
Preciosa.
Preciosa. They're a fire polish crystal AB with the
Yeah, nice finish. And then we have some 6 by 4 millimeter lanterns in a half plated black on AB clear, 35 of those. And then we have these cones, which are great for earrings. And for some reason, I left the button in the bag. This is a great button. That looks old. I don't know that it is.
again it's a metal button and it's actually stamped on the back with a number. These
Really?
are a vintage button.
Okay, and here's everything that's in the shape bag. First off, you've got two different focals. You have a black vein jasper carved heart, 20 millimeter. It is reversible. The cuts are reversed on each side, so you can actually see through it. And then there's a black sardonyx faceted nugget that's 22 by 15. I'm losing my tongue here. The Miyuki beads on this are also 11. Now starting up, where should I start? Okay. I've got 14 millimeter African bloodstone.
You don't have
It
any
says hearts,
African
Debbie.
bloodstone or no, there's no African bloodstone in there.
No, there isn't. There's a lot of misprints here. Anyway, you can see over on the far left at the bottom, you've got 8 millimeter onyx faceted coins. We're going to keep the bidding going for a second. And then you have some, no, this one's totally off, Debbie.
Okay, up above your focals is black vein jasper
Right.
in a 20 millimeter coin. To the left of those are opalite faceted hearts. They're 10 millimeters and you're getting 6 of them. Below the hearts is black onyx faceted coins, 8
10 of those.
millimeter. To the right of the coins is a 13 by 4 black impression jasper tubes.
Wow.
And right above the black impression jasper tubes are some black and white quartz coins.
And
They
here's
are
everything
about
together.
14 millimeter, 12 millimeter, probably 14, 12.
And you can see the findings are gunmetal and black. And the ear posts on these are a black enamel with a gold trim. Okay, we're going to count this down to 5 seconds, and it's 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And I believe Tina Johnson got that at 55.
Okay, Tina Johnson at 55.
Okay. Oh, it's time for scraps. We've done a lot of experimenting in the past with faux leather. And so we have lots of scraps. This is kind of sweepings. And I'll show you what you will get.
Any of you that have one of those Cricut or Silhouette type machines, they cut these faux leather scraps into any shape you want, and then you can layer them and make the most amazing earrings.
Yeah, you can use scissors too. We're going to sell these in 3-ounce bags.
So
be a
over
minimum
the
of
years,
15
I've
different.
accumulated a lot of scraps. I'm wanting to clear them out.
Anyway, we'll have 15 bags available for $1.75 per bag.
You get 3 ounces. There'll be a minimum of 15 different colors. They have textures in them, but they're solid colors.
Yes, for those who don't like things so solid,
And
we
each
have some
piece is
patterns.
big enough to do earrings or more.
Yeah,
Probably
they
several
aren't going to be
pair of
little
earrings.
tiny pieces. Anyway, we have some mixed colors and sizes of the faux leather in different patterns. And these are going to be the same
Yeah.
3-ounce
then-
bags. There's so many here, I can't pull them all out, Debbie. And these are going to be $2.25 a bag. That one's so sparkly, it's washing out the camera.
Yeah. I've made bracelets with some of these,
Yeah.
hair clips. I've combined them with like my pony hooks and
Well, you can
but
see
the funnest thing to
they've
do
been
with
cut.
them are the layered earrings.
Yeah, and like I said, if you don't have a Cricut or the better Silhouette, you can just use scissors and punches.
I didn't always use my Silhouette. I have templates too, and on the back side I just draw around the shape and then cut it out with scissors.
All right, this is my favorite Gemstone Orphan. I'm not supposed to have favorites, but this one is my favorite because I just love the patterned rainbow jasper. And this is Rosamund, a German name which means guardian or protector. And this is a 36 by 41 heart. And we will start the timer right now. And let's see what's in here. Oh, we got orange banded agate rounds. That's
It's
bright.
a fall collection. I wanted to put some things for fall in this.
And then we have 6mm carnelian rounds. And what do we got? Citrine rounds. Wow, that's a top grade. Look at the clarity on those citrine rounds, 4mm. And then, of course, we have to have our orange discs. Another fun finish on that one. And then we have some 2-hole tiles with a slightly paler color. Look how those go with the citrine. And then what else have we got? The crystal. Oh, we've got the leaves again in an orange. This is not a burnt orange. They're just a 2-tone glass leaf. And you get a full strand of that. And we've got some orange crystal cubes. They're calling that a burnt orange. And then finally, we've got these fauceted tubes, 25 of those. And here is the button. I should put the stone on top there so you can see that. And here's the button. It's a pearl with the cap again. Okay, here is what is inside the shape bag. Okay, first off, you've got a red jasper donut that's 25 millimeters, and you also get a goldstone fusion tube, which is 25 by 12. This thing just sparkles. All right, fauceted ovals up on the top. These are 15 by 11 millimeters. You get 5 of those. And then going counterclockwise, we have 12 by 8 millimeter carnelian bamboo. They are A grade. Directly below that, we have mixed sizes of quartz sticks in this orange red kind of a fiery 10. There are 10 of those. And then we have 6 millimeter carnelian fauceted coins, 15 A grade. And then we have 8 millimeter goldstone fauceted squares. And directly above that are rainbow jasper rondelles. And that's the wrong one. There we go. Yep, those are the ones that I've got out of order. And you can see this is my favorite findings bag too, because it's a very coppery. You got those wonderful posts. And the timer just ran out. And I think it's...
Bidding ended with Cherie Seaver at 60.
Yes. Congratulations, Cherie. All right, what should we do next? Oh, this is the big one. Oh, let me get this down. Debbie says, how are we going to show this? And I said, we're just going to slap it up here. We love hollow rubber tubing. Of course, it's not really rubber. And we have a lot of it. This is a 1.5 millimeter dark sky blue. We're selling it in 5-yard lengths for 50 cents. Normally it's $1 a yard.
That's the whole size is 1.5 millimeters. The tube is 3 millimeters.
I was going to say that looks like 3 millimeter. And the hole in that is a real tight 1.5 millimeter. I've done some fun things with tubing, but as you can see, we have a lot of it, and Debbie says it's got to go. So it's basically like 10 cents a yard. Okay, let me take, this is a two-hander. Pull it off the table. And, oh. Next we have blister pearls. And we have two different colors.
This hollow tubing's really hard to find in these really nice colors. This is very old stock. It's taking up too much room. So this is my answer. 10 cents a yard is hoping to free up more room.
Okay, I love blister pearls. I love all pearls, but blister pearls in particular are fun. We're selling them for $1.50 a set of 25 pearls. And we have two different ones. We have this kind of, what is that, a brown gold? And then we have this orange, again, very appropriate for the fall.
Harvest gold.
What's that, Debbie?
Harvest gold.
Harvest gold.
Harvest gold and autumn orange.
Okay. You can decide which is which. What's neat about blister pearls is they have a flat side, which is up against the shell. And then you have this other side that is just, this is pure nacre. Very sturdy, they're a lot of fun to work with. We use them to make necklaces. So anyway, $1.50 per strand, or per set of 25. And, oh, I think, yes.
For a set of 25, which is close to a half strand.
Let's turn it over to Chrissy. Chrissy. Well, that's fun.
Okay, so yeah, this is the second pendant that I've wire wrapped. I did this one
Oh,
on the
look at that.
fly. I drew a bunch of pictures, a lot more of a cluster design. And then as soon as I started wire wrapping it, I really like the negative space. So I left a lot of like holes in there.
Oh, I like
But what
that.
I really liked about these rolls is like what you were saying, there is the flat side, so that lays really nicely. And then you can see the contrast between the more traditional round ones. They're going to have that really high profile, but they're a lot more wobbly. And the blister pearls just lay really nicely. So
Yeah, with
yeah,
blister pearls, they kind of decide what it's going to look like
That
yeah,
is beautiful.
yep.
as you get started with them. Let's just string them together. But no, wow, you're turning into a wire wrapper, Chrissy. This is
It's very
great.
addicting once you start. Yeah, it's like, what is that, Pringles? You can't stop. I don't
Salted peanuts. Amazing.
know. Mm.
Is that it?
Yep.
That's plenty. That's spectacular. You should do a tutorial. Get you and Gabe together and do a video tutorial. If you do, we could post it.
Okay.
That's
On
nice.
that one's really nice.
Okay, it's time for another adoption. This is an ocean jasper, a blue ocean jasper named Vettel, which is Norwegian, means winter traveler. To find an ocean jasper with this much blue and all these ocular, features, these are rare. We only have a few of these, and I think most of them are gone now. Anyway, this is 45 by 23. Let's go ahead and start the bidding. And let's see what
I
we,
do have just a few more, but not enough to do them in anything other than auctions.
and I don't know if we've had anything that's quite that blue either. All right, we have sodalite rounds to go with it, and they do go with it really nicely. And then we have some blue goldstone in 6mm. And where is my, oh, these are moonstones. Oh, good choice, Debbie. 4mm moonstones. And then we have our discs in kind of a half-plated blue. And then our 2-hole check tiles. Let's see what we've got. Stars and hearts. Oh, I love it when Debbie does this. Puts together two different things together. It's just, you just turn that into a
Yeah, it's a
bracelet all by
custom
itself.
strand. I couldn't decide between the hearts and the stars and decided to combine them.
We'll give them both to them. Okay, we have some little dark blue cubes, a sapphire blue. And then I love these. These are a stardust window bead. And there are 20 of those. See that with the stone, and look at the possibilities. Yep, this one is a button. And look at the sparkle of the flowers on this. Uh, are these vintage, Debbie, or are these newer?
Those are Swarovski crystals. The flower, the large flower, is an enameled metal. It's light gold, and it's old stock. I sold these at the last garage sale and thought they were sold out, but I found one left over in the wrong container.
Oh, okay. Well, let's look and see what's in the shaped beads. As you can see, again, you've got two focals. You have a sodalite teardrop. Is that a cab, Debbie? No,
That's
the
a
teardrop
cab.
isn't.
That is lapis with bronzite.
Yeah, but the cab is lapis
Yes,
with
that's a
bronzite, but
cabochon.
and the sodalite teardrop has a small hole at the top. That's a pendant right there. We really should have done this as an orphan, but somebody's going to get it as a fantastic focal.
It's drilled side to side like a briolette, the sodalite is.
I think it's drilled. I can see the hole, Debbie. It's
Oh.
drilled. It's drilled through it. And we're running out of time.
Okay.
Okay, down
It's
at the
drilled.
bottom, you have 17 by 13mm blue goldstone rectangles. And then over to the side, we have 12 by 5 millimeter blue spot jasper bamboo. Above that, you've got two 16 millimeter blue spot jasper flowers. Above that, we have lapis lazuli hearts, 8 of them in 12 millimeter.
Time's up.
And the time's up, but we're going to keep
Just
going.
keep going, but
Keep
I'm
going.
going to end the auction with Dina at 56.
Okay. Anyway, we've got so you can quit bidding, everybody. Now I've lost my place. Moonstone. Those are 10 millimeter moonstone faceted coins. Not a lot of flash in them, but they're still pretty. And then below that, you've got 6 by 4 millimeter lapis lazuli rondelles. And below that, you've got 6 millimeter blue goldstone faceted coins. And here's everything together. The silver finding set on this I really like. And then you've got a kind of a crystal, a white crystal bead. Okay, can we call that one done, Debbie? Let's see what we've got next.
Yeah.
Oh. All right.
I'll have to bring out, if I can find another one of those blue ocean jaspers, I will create another auction like this for the next one.
I don't know if we have any of them that have that much blue. Got more faux leather, and this has already been cut. For those of you who don't have a cutting machine, these come in sets of 3, and we're selling 2 sets or a pair of sets for $1.20. And I was going to see, nope. Yeah.
Actually, these are what was left over from the patriotic tween box that we did well over a year ago in June.
Yeah, a while ago. Anyway, $1.20 for a pair of 3.
I cut them down into other shapes and then remade them into earrings. So I just had some fun with them.
Yeah, you can do what you want with them. They are yours. And now, one of my favorites in the whole garage sale. Can't believe Debbie's doing this, but she's trying to clean up things a little bit. We have gemstone spears in lots of different colors. We have, gosh, that looks like sodalite, adventurine. What's the purple? Oh, that's blue lace agate. Oh my heavens. We've got tiger eye. These white ones, I believe, are a white porcelain, and we cannot find them anymore. And to contrast with that, we have some rock crystal as well. Okay, these range in price from $3 to $5. I'll bring it there so you can see it. They will be in half strands of 7 to 8 millimeters. These were way back when we bought them ages ago. They were $6 to $10 for these half strands. And so they will all be under one listing, right, Debbie, on the website? Debbie? I think Debbie's back looking for
They're listed individually. They all carry the same item number, the GEM 76, but they then will have a hyphen with 2 more letters that indicate which stone it is.
And I believe Chrissy has something to show what you can make with it.
I do. Hold on, I just dropped it. Oh.
That's okay. I'm dropping things all over. That's why I switched over to you.
I don't have a lot of strands, which is why we wanted to do the half strand.
Oh, there's onyx here, and there is some beautiful amethyst.
So, just a really easy, simple drop here.
I mean, wow. I mean, that's a real wow.
I got a bunch of ideas here for you. You also have, you can pair it with another shape and get a long drop earring. For this one, I did put a loop on the back to keep it straight, but
That rock
also
crystal
I
looks
left this
just like
one
ice. I feel like it would
without
melt.
that, and it
Yeah,
actually, spins freely, and I like both ways. So using it as a drop there.
those are nice.
I have
But wait, there's
these ones are
more.
I've got a lot. This one might be one of my favorites. Um, when you go to the beach or you go to, I don't know, on a walk and you see people stacking the rocks, this one kind of
Mhm.
inspired that Zen rock stacking. And for this one, I did on the backs use some
Oh, you secured it.
wire, just so they don't spin and they can continue to, when you're wearing them, they can sit in that rock pattern that you designed.
Good idea. So you use one single wire to do the wrap at the top and then secure the beads and then wrap at the bottom?
Yep. hmm
Okay. Oh, that is neat.
And then
Oh, there's more.
there is more. Well, you guys saw this one, but just another idea to use them.
Right.
And then the blue lace agate. Another necklace idea there. Then
Fun
another
stuff.
just fun and simple way to use them as in drops again. But this one with a different, pairing it with a different bead. This is some pearls that I'm not sure possibly might make an appearance here.
I don't
And
know.
then I think you had some amethyst in there. Is that right?
Yes. Yes, we
Okay,
did.
so this was the last yard sale that
Yes.
I used most of these things from, but I know I saw this up here, this pendant, and then also just using them as some accents here on the side. And then I use those little crystals. These are a different color, but I know that you guys got them in like that purple and blue variation. And then this was just a fun, I really like the patterning on this one.
Oh,
Yeah,
the blue
the
lace
So I
agate
purple
is
want,
crystals
amazing.
would have gone right with that.
I love the blue lace agate. And so then I did use these are the crystals that you guys saw earlier, and I used it in a, just a beaded double bail pendant.
Yeah,
So
she's been real
I,
busy, I guess.
yeah, it's a little
Wow.
funky. It's a little fun, but I think it's a fun, just pendant to wear.
So she'll be opening a shop very soon now with just the stuff that she made for this program today. Is there
Just to
more?
give you guys some fun ideas.
No.
Do
I
you
can't
do
believe
you have
she did all
more
this in under a
spears
week.
later?
Do we have more spears later? No.
Okay.
No. Well, you have, yes, we
Okay. So
do. We have the
oh,
Imperial Jasper, but I'm not
okay.
supposed to say that because then you'll know what's coming.
Okay.
So we'll
I have
say that.
something. Okay. So one more
All
spear
right.
later.
Back to the next adoption auction. And we have a Yanni, a Portuguese name that means protector. We're doing a lot of protection today, Debbie. This is a green banded agate. Debbie doesn't normally go for green, but she went crazy. In fact, this one, after we did it, she almost didn't want to give it up. She thought, I can do something with that.
I love this collection.
I do too.
I wanted to make stuff with it.
All right, well, let's sell it so that someone else can. Okay, first off, we have green banded agate rounds in 8mm. And somewhere down in here, we have some 6mm. And then we have moonstones, which I think moonstones go with just about every color. We have our green crystal discs, again with the kind of AB sparkle, half-plated sparkle. And then we have some gem duos in white. And along with that, I'm lost here. Oh, the cones. I love working with these. What size are they? They are 20 by 8mm. And then we have some crystal hearts as well. You can see they're metal plated on the backs, which gives them a lot more flash. And there are 15 of those. They're 10 millimeter. And then we got these cute little, are those bears? You found some more bears. They're green with an AB finish. Hopefully you can see the shape there. And there they all are with the stone. And the button for this one is another capped pearl. Now this is going to take me a second because I am pretty sure I've got this out of order. No, I don't. How did I do that? All right, the focal bead on this, we have two of them. We have a green agate faceted teardrop that's 30 by 9 millimeters, long and thin, drilled top to bottom, and then an opalite marquee that's 30 by 12 millimeters, obviously. And then what we have at the top is 18 by 13 millimeter green banded agate rectangles, 5 of those. And the directly clockwise to that are two 15 millimeter opalite flowers. Below that are 12 by 8 millimeter green agate rice. There are 8 of those. These are in A grade. Whoever gets these are absolutely wonderful in real life. Down below that, we have some malachite faceted cubes, 4 millimeter. These are an A grade malachite. And then continuing clockwise, we have green quartz hearts, 12 millimeters. And above those, we have opalite flat ovals, 11 by 8. And there are 10 of those. And here's where I think, no, it's there. I actually got it in the right spot. Okay. You can see that the findings on this are an antique silver. And the bidding has finished.
Rosie Swinson won that at 55.
Okay, Rosie, congratulations. What do we got? Oh, let's go back to the yard sale. These are a crystal rondelle in blue and red. They have kind of a marble pattern.
And these are vintage, old stock, and I've never done anything with them, but I love them. So I thought I'd offer them here.
I forgot we had them. I'd have used these. I first thought this was a Mashon jade, but this is crystal.
No, they're a fire polished glass.
Yeah, look at the fun flash on that. I'm catching this in the camera. It's great, Debbie, this marbled pattern. We're selling these in sets of 20 beads for $2.40 a set. Normally these would be $4.
Isn't that a fun pattern?
This is absolutely wonderful. Where have you been hiding these? And I think Chrissy has something on these. Is this one you've got?
Do you have red and yellow ones?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I should bring
Okay,
those
yeah.
out too, shouldn't I?
Yeah, he's got them out of order.
No, you've got them out of order. They were stacked this way.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Let's come back to me for just a second so I can show you the other ones. Let's put these side by side.
It doesn't matter. They're
the same price, but totally different color. The red and yellow.
yeah, they're basically the same type thing, but
Yes. No, Chrissy, if you want them in red and yellow, you have to adjust the contrast on your screen.
You have to Photoshop the colors in.
Photoshop. It would take a long time. All right.
Yeah.
Now we'll go to Chrissy. Show what she has been able to do. After all that, they better be spectacular.
I was just going to say, so we went really simple.
Oh,
All right.
I love simple.
For some reason, the red and
I just
yellow
really like
reminds me of
the swirls in
flames.
these. They kind of reminded me of roses. I don't, I know it's probably hard to see, but when you get them, they have a really pretty kind of layered
Yeah.
swirl in there. So I did a simple drop on that one, and then these guys are really addictive. So, you know, once you try these, it's hard to stop. So I
Oh,
made
there's the
another.
spiral.
And then it's nice to have that pattern continued. So I did this spiral. There's a spiral at the bottom. Um,
Those are beautiful.
and then I think actually these are those crystals, that purple and blue kind of triangular crystal in the middle of them. So, I mean, I think you guys can see a theme that I love a long dangle, and so the longer the better.
Okay. We need to send you some chain. Spectacular.
These are super fun to make. So,
Okay. Have you got 14 more projects for us?
a little
I'll,
less on these guys.
I'll move back over to the adoption then. Okay, people, you've got to see this plume moon. It's like bouquets of flowers all throughout it. This is Thondi, a Zulu name meaning love, or one who is capable of spreading love. You all know that I love the plume agates, and this is one of my favorites. So let's go ahead and, sorry, I got lost there for a minute. Okay. Oh, sunstone, 8mm. It's faceted rounds, 6mm sunstones. This is an A grade. If I get it up here just right, you can see the flash in some of these. And then 4mm, we have some rhodochrosite, and there are 40 of these in here. And then we have our discs, which are, that's a pretty color, Debbie. Let Debbie come in and tell us what color that is, because it's kind of a mauve pale pink.
Peachy pink.
Peachy pink. Okay. Then you got the tiles. Look at the subtle colors in that. That's what I love about the Czech tiles. And then we have some crystal rice. Again, this is one I love. I wouldn't even call it half plated. It's more like a third plated. But they're 10 by 7, and there's 15 of those. And then we have those fat drops. I guess they are. Again, they've got that AB finish, which is spectacular. And then we have these little crystal coins, little frosted coins in a pink, and put that right on top. And the button on this one is not really a button because it doesn't have a shank. It has a little hole in the back. So you'd have to take like a seed bead and run a line through it as a stopper and work with it. But these are just so wonderful and elegant. If I had this, I'd probably just take it out and look at it when I'm depressed, and it'd make me feel better. So let's see what's in the shaped bag. Good, I got the right picture. All right, in the shaped bag, first off, notice the little moon. Debbie, I've been saving these for a special occasion. These are, I call them my baby moons. The baby moons, it's a lot smaller. You don't have the size on it, but I think they're like 20, 25 millimeters in height, so they're a lot smaller. And then if we come up here, just to the upper right-hand corner, we've got
28 by 15.
What is it? The size, Debbie? No, she said it. Anyway, we've got 10mm sunstone faceted coins, 6 of them, an A grade. And then going directly next to that, we have rose quartz briolette drops, 10 of them, an A grade, 8 by 6mm. And then we have 11 by 6mm sunstone columns as we're going clockwise. And then down at the very bottom in the middle, we have sunstone hishis that are 4mm by 1mm, about 25 of those. And then we have 6 to 8 millimeter sunstone nuggets. They look really nice. They have that sunstone glow to them. Above that, we have 10 millimeter rose quartz hearts. And then top right in the middle, rose quartz rondelles, 8 by 5 millimeter. The timer has run out. I am sorry. So anyway, I've kind of moved the chain and things around. But here's everything
Yeah,
together.
I was watching when the timer ran out. Camille just barely squeaked her 43.
She just squeaked her 55 in. So, no, we don't do that.
So Camille's the winner of that one at 43.
If you like sunstone, and if you'd better
You
like
can see
plume
the
agates.
two moons, so you can see how much smaller the baby moon is from the regular moon.
Yeah. I was saving those baby moons for a specific project. And now Debbie's giving them away. All right, this is a second chance auction.
You're right, Rosie. I am so sorry. Camille, Rosie, I missed Rosie's $50 bid, and it did come in before your 43.
Okay, so who was the winner?
So, Rosie, you are the
Yes.
winner of that.
That's Rosie.
Rosie Swinson actually bid 3 bids before Camille did at 50, and I didn't see
Yes,
it.
she did. Okay, so we have an option on this.
But hold on, everybody, because this is a second chance.
Do we bid again? Because here is the second chance. Okay, who did you announce had won? You announced that.
Yeah. Camille, but you know, we had a whole bunch of bids come in there right at the end. Let's go ahead and do this as an auction.
Yeah, we're going to do this as a regular auction. Everybody can
who bid on
except,
the first one are eligible to bid on this one.
Yep. Everybody but, well, everybody can bid. Okay, so this is Rabina. Okay, another plume moon. And I am holding it up. No, I'm not. Nope, we got a registration or number on the back. And I am going to just let this one run for a couple of minutes while everybody bids on it. I'm not going to set, I can set the countdown timer if you want.
Yeah, bring back the full collection so they can see what they're
Yes.
bidding on.
I will bring it back. There is the full collection. Everybody can see that okay? In fact, I can
Except
show.
the 2 moons are going to be slightly different. The baby moon
Yes.
and the pendant moon.
And here's what's in the bag
Everything else
again.
will be identical.
Yep, here's what's in the bag again. And, oh, sunstone is, we don't do a lot of sunstone because it tends to be pricey, but we have some nice stuff here. And when you combine it with the other things that are in here.
Rosie, you did win the first one, so.
Yes, Rosie, you got the first one. Okay. I am going to count it down. Oh.
We still got bids coming in right now. Lois is high bidder at 45.
Yep. Yep, Rosie got the first one. Everybody's looking out for you, Rosie.
Kirsten's high bidder at 50.
And let's go back and look at the whole set again. Yeah, these Miyuki seed beads really go well with these as well. And this is a magnetic clasp on this one.
And yeah, the findings are rose gold, so.
And you really can't see the earrings, but they're, I believe this one is a post that's kind of a petal pattern. I really miss not being able to show all of those.
They're a CZ crystal stud again.
Okay.
Okay, right now Angela Porter's the high bid at 55. Steve, go ahead and count it down from 10.
Okay, we'll count down from 10. So it's 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Looks like Camille.
Gina Sherman won that at 59.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I forget about the lag. All right, we're counting down, people. And this next yard sale item is one of my favorites. This is Regolite Jasper Spears, graduated sizes and mixes sold by the strand. $5, normally $10. And let me just grab a purple one. Isn't there another name for Regolite, Debbie? Debbie's in there writing something, I am sure.
Okay, this goes by quite a few names. Regolite Jasper, Impression Jasper, Imperial Jasper.
Yeah, okay, Imperial is the name I was thinking. And you can see this is graduated from small to big to small again. And we've got purples and
C7
greens.
Jasper.
What's that? And I believe Chrissy has something on this. Take it away, Chrissy.
Oh, I don't have that exact Jasper, but I do have the graduated spears on a bar pendant.
Yep. It's just not the Regolite.
Yeah, sorry. I wasn't quite sure which stone this was, and I thought it might be that one. But it's really simple, really easy to do. I think is just
so
a
you
lot of
just
fun.
attach a chain at each end.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been wanting to do more bars. There we go.
All right.
All right. While she shows that, I am going to put away this giant pile of Regolite spears. I think way back when we started teaching classes, we had a couple of spear projects. A spear bracelet was one that was very popular. So let's come back here. And I think this is the final item in our showcase of yard sale items. Again, this is only a portion of what we got, but these are glass pearls in periwinkle. We've got 4, 6, and 10 millimeters, no 8 millimeter, but this is a fun color. And they are sold in various size or numbers of strands, 35, 25,
8
and 15.
millimeters sold out.
What's that?
8 millimeters sold out.
Thus the missing 8 millimeters. Anyway, 75 cents, $1, and $1.50 per strand. I'm assuming that's from small to large. And I believe Chrissy has something for us here too. There, you're on the spot.
Yeah.
Right. So I did use those ones for this. So I'm just bringing back the Omega links.
Nice. How hard was it for you to learn to do the Omega links?
So I think the Omega link, I didn't take on the full necklace and bracelet. I think if you start out with just the earrings or just do a set of earrings, it's not bad at all. And then my only other suggestion is I think I used 26 gauge wire right here instead of
Mhm.
24, and that made it a lot easier because it's such a tight space right there in between the pearl and the link.
I think 26 works great. I don't think that's a problem at all.
This is definitely, I consider pretty beginner. The nice thing is I think it looks really like, kind of complicated, but it's not. Now, if you want to do the full bracelet, it's
Yeah,
just time consuming, but
yeah.
not bad at all.
And the pendant has other levels of complexity
Oh,
too,
true. And I did not try that.
because you're bringing it in different directions. But this would work as a pendant as well.
Mm-hmm.
Announcement before you do the last
Oh, okay. All right. We have one more adoption left, and then we are done for the day.
However,
But Debbie wants to tell us something.
I
Debbie?
do feel bad about how complicated the plume moons became. And the nice thing about this is that I can duplicate that bag with other plume moons that are equivalent to what you saw. So I'm going to do something I've never done before.
Oh, this sounds
Anybody
scary.
who placed a bid on the plume moons, if you email me after the sessions today and still want a plume moon collection, just like what you saw presented at your high bid, I'll come back and look over the bids. And if you want it at your high bid, just tell me and I will put one of those collections together for you.
Oh,
That way, everybody who was bidding on the plume moons and wants one can have one.
there go all my baby moons.
Yes, there goes all Steve's baby moons.
I had just a limited number, but
These are exquisite plume moons. They all look just a lot like what you just saw. So
yeah, I picked them out.
so if you want one of the plume moon collections, just email me. I'll make it work for you.
I have to tell you, we started buying the baby moons, what, a year or two ago? And we kind of created a market where the baby moons were selling on the wholesale market for more than the
When I could
full-size
find
ones.
them, I would buy them because I
If-
think they're so cute.
Yeah, but they just, the price shot up, so they were more than the others. So anyway, we'll go back and list. I don't even say anymore. I see the profits going out the door. Anyway, this is our last adoption auction. And this is an amethyst
Yeah, you
carved
can
rose.
email me at any point today. You can go to the yard sale first, but then email me that you want the plume moon collection, and I'll put it together for you.
Yes, and by the way, the last yard sale, our website servers kind of got swamped, and I tried to call them twice to rectify that, and no response. So we're going to be looking at other things, for the future, because I want the experience to be good for all of you, and for me too. We stress when things don't work the way we'd like. But anyway, one carved amethyst rose, 36 by 37 millimeters. This is Juvila. A Finnish name means jewel or precious stone. How appropriate. And let's begin the bidding. And let's see what's in the bag. I see all sorts of fun things. We'll start with 8 millimeter light amethyst rounds. Got the wrong hand there. And then we have 6 millimeter amethyst rounds. This is an A grade. And then 4 millimeter light amethyst rounds. I know there's discs. We've got our discs there, which picks up all those kind of light lavender highlights. And then we have some check. These are ginkgos, I believe. And fun finish on these. Then along with that, we have crystal amethyst rounds. That looks like a lantern type cut. These are 10 millimeters. And then we have some crystal briolets. Wow, I see earrings. And then finally, we have some crystal paves. This is Austrian crystal into a polymer clay. They're 10 millimeters. There's 15 of them. Let's put the orphan on top. And the bead on this, or the button rather, is another one of these capped pearls. And let's see what we've got. And please, please, please be the right one. It is. Okay, the focal in this particular case is a really big purple banded agate, 43 by 22 millimeters. Looks like it's drilled top to bottom. And then starting up at the top, we've got 18 by 13 millimeter Cape Amethyst ovals. There are 5 of those. And then over to the, we'll go clockwise. We have 7 millimeter purple weathered agate cubes. There are 12 of those. And directly below that, we have sage amethyst hearts, 8 millimeter. There are 10 of those. And then we have 5.5 millimeter amethyst faceted rondelles. This is an A grade. These came with separator beads, and I just kind of left the gold beads in there. And then next we have 8. Oh, Debbie, which one's the lepidolite? I guess these are lepidolite. Is there at the bottom. These are 8 by 5 millimeter lepidolite faceted coins, 10 of them. And directly above that, you have the kunzite faceted rondelles. I think that's everything on there. So here's everything together. You've got an antique silver on the findings. And those ear wires on this particular one, and we have finished bidding. The ear wires on this, I believe, have little CZs along the front. Okay, who's the winning bid, Debbie? She's carefully exploring.
Kim Semyon won that at $70.
Okay. All right. We will be sending invoices out today, Debbie, for the auction. Debbie?
Hopefully.
Okay. And keep in mind, if you buy yard sale things and you also won the auctions, that we will refund one of the shippings to you. We'll just do a refund. It doesn't make any sense. If you have some difficulty with all of you swamping the website, which we will make active here in the next 5 minutes or so, just be patient. Just be patient and work with it. There's a lot of people in there trying to do that. Next week is the party line with a fun new announcement. Hopefully you will all come. That'll be 10 o'clock Mountain Time. Thanks, Chrissy.
I could use some feedback for futures.
Yes.
Um,
Do you like doing the auction and the yard sale? Would you like us to do one at the beginning and one at the end, like do the auction first and the yard sale after?
What I want to know is, we mixed up the yard sale and auctions this time, but we talked about grouping them so that we did all the auctions before the yard sale items, or all the yard sale items before the auctions, or do you like them mixed up?
Well, Kim likes them this way. Yeah, there aren't as many auction items when we do it this way. Yard sale's about the same. So just give us some feedback here. You like the back and forth? What did y'all think about Chrissy coming in and showing you what you can make with it? Because we have, Colleen's helped us with this in the past too. Darn, everybody likes the mix. You were right, Debbie. Yeah, the yard sale does mean there's something for everyone. And we tried to do that in the past with the flat rate things, but the yard sale gives you a lot more. Yeah, I love her stuff too. She did a great job. I think Debbie saw it beforehand, but this is the first I've seen it.
Oh, thank you.
This was probably
Oh, you deserve it.
easier
Chrissy.
on me in putting it together than when we do the auctions totally separate or the yard sale totally separate.
Yeah, Tina has a question. She asked if they order from the yard sale, can they receive items from the challenges? Yes. So, yeah, we try to include the challenges in that and the prizes.
Yes,
If it's safe shipping.
unless something really strange happens, I always put the stash challenge party bags in with anything that you order, anything that we ship to you.
Yeah, it doesn't necessarily save us money, but it saves you money and it's a little easier. And we want you to know that the price of shipping has really gone up. And we've debated about raising our prices, but we're not going to do that right now. We should do what is best for us. Thank you. I appreciate that. We've had one vote for separating it. So we're a community? Wow. Okay. Any questions anybody has? Any final statements, Debbie?
One thing that I do promise in the future is we will do a preview of the auctions.
Yes.
For some reason that just slipped through the cracks.
We have a lot of big cracks around here that things slip through, and we're sorry for that. The computer issue was a big thing, and thankfully it made it all the way through because it crashed like 40 minutes before we came on.
I haven't seen Mary Ann here.
I don't.
Yeah, Mary Ann asked me once if I could give her a list of the yard sale items so that she would know what was coming up. And I do have to create a list that orders the auctions and the yard sale items. And I'm working on a version where I can make this available to anybody who wants the list of what's going to be presented at one of these live sessions in advance.
Okay. So where would you post that? I think Debbie's on the lag. Thanks, Colleen, for posting the link. Appreciate you.
Well, once you post the upcoming event here on the YouTube channel, I might put it down in the comments or something.
Oh, okay.
I haven't decided for sure yet. I might do it in the Facebook group or something, but
Yeah, we're always exploring new things, trying to make it easier
I
for
don't
everybody.
mind letting you know what's going to be presented and the order in which it's getting presented. So
Unless we have a surprise, which we do occasionally. Anyway, we appreciate everyone coming today, participating.
So Angela, that might help you out too, since you wanted them to be separate. If you knew what was coming and when it was coming, it might work for you.
Well, if we're sprinkling it throughout the time frame, makes that a little harder. But we'll do what we can. And you're feel free to make comments down below here in YouTube, and we read all of those. You can make comments on the Facebook group, just whatever. Email us directly. Email Debbie directly. So she's better at reading the emails. I'm better at looking at the YouTube. All right. Yeah. Don't forget to join the Facebook group. That's where all the fun happens. Thanks, Colleen. Thanks, Chrissy, again. Thanks, all of you, for your patience in being here. And we finished in less than 2 hours. That's amazing. All right, final words, Debbie. Yes, it's free to like it.
Okay.
All right.
Now I get to go to work.
That's right. And I'm going to go take a nap, maybe eat breakfast. Thanks,
So,
everyone.
Thank you, everyone. I look forward to communicating with you, and we will see you next week at the party line.
Yep. Big surprise. Maybe a new theme song. Talk to you all later. Bye-bye.